is the exact hat I was wearing this night. It is still intact. It's not destroyed. He tried to crumble it.
Brand new video tonight of an alleged assault on the WSU campus that led to charges.
Big changes are in the works as we head into Easter weekend. Scattered showers return to the forecast.
Members of a security detail officially charged months after they dragged a woman out of a Coeur d'Alene town hall event. We'll break down what we know. Good evening and thank you for joining us for KREM 2 News at 5 tonight. I'm Mark Hanrahan. We start with some new information in the Moscow murders case. Today, Idaho courts released a series of rulings on what evidence can be used in the trial against Brian Kohberger. KREM 2's Cody Proctor has been looking through the documents. She joins us live tonight with more. Cody?
Well, Mark, the court filed those 5 new court documents this morning. Included in them a decision on whether to allow testimony about bushy eyebrows. This is that filing right here. That was the description used by one of the surviving roommates who came face to face with an intruder on the night of the murders. Attorneys for murder suspect Brian Kohberger had asked the court to block that description. However, the judge ruled the roommate's testimony stayed remarkably consistent during 5 interviews with police, as well as during her testimony in court. The judge also denied the defense team's request to prohibit the use of the word murder and its other forms when talking about Kohberger, stating it was unnecessary because the prosecution agreed to use the term only in the context of the allegations. But the judge did grant the defense's request to exclude the terms psychopath and sociopath, saying they'd be highly prejudicial. Kohberger is charged with murdering University of Idaho students Kaylee Gonzalez, Madison Mogan, Xander Kernodle, and Ethan Chapin. His trial is set to begin with jury selection in late July. Now, these are just a few of the new rulings. Go to our website, KREM.com, to check out the rest. In the newsroom, Cody Proctor, KREM 2 News.
And for all of our previous Moscow murders coverage and for the most recent Brian Kohberger court case updates, just head to our KREM 2 Plus app. Download KREM 2 Plus on our app on your TV and start watching for free. Well, at this hour, we continue to follow a brush fire on I-90 and US 2 near the US 2 exit, rather. The Spokane Fire Department says that fire is now out. The area is safe. You can see them working right there on the side of the road. US 2 westbound exit has also reopened. And only total of 3 acres we are told. There's no threatening any building. DNR is now expected to take over an investigation into what caused. All right, let's talk weather on this Friday night. A warm and sunny day across the region. Want to get outside right now to Chief Meteorologist Jeremy the Goo. And Jeremy, you can tell his future is bright because he's wearing shades.
I deserve that. That's fair. All right, let's talk forecast because it is a gorgeous day out here. Don't take my sunglasses for it. Let's talk it. 61 degrees is where we currently sit, and the official report is there is not a cloud in the sky. It's an absolutely gorgeous way to close out the work week. We sit at 61 here in Spokane, 61 in Coeur d'Alene, even warmer up in Sandpoint and Deer Park, Ritzville. It's a beautiful day outside. 70s out in Othello. It is gorgeous, but it doesn't stay that way. We have an incoming cold front that eventually hits us tomorrow. I think the showers start around 9 a.m. here in Spokane. They persist through about noon. If you're over in Idaho, I think they start around 10 a.m. and they persist through about 1. They then move out of the region, and then as we move from Saturday to Sunday, we'll see our activity in the afternoon, but it is going to be pop-up light showers. So there's a chance of rain on both Saturday and Sunday. Neither looks as impressive as what the forecast models say. I think Saturday is a quick round of little light showers that move through. I think Sunday taps into the moisture that we have in the atmosphere, and due to daytime heating exciting some of that moisture, we wind up with a couple of pop-up showers. So they're not as widespread as forecast models make them look, because forecast models also say Saturday is more widespread. But either way, beautiful weekend.
That sounds good, Jeremy. Thank you very much. Continuing coverage tonight on the WSU student who was allegedly attacked for wearing a Trump hat. We now have video of the incident on Pullman's College Hill. KREM 2's chief journalist Amanda Rowley shares that student's story tonight.
Well, just this afternoon, I received a copy of this video showing the exact moment the WSU student wearing a Trump hat was attacked. This video is from security cameras located across the street from the fight. Let's take a closer look. WSU student Jay Sani, you can see him walking toward the Coug from the left wearing a black backpack and passes by WSU grad student Patrick Mahoney, who is wearing a white sweatshirt. Mahoney pulls off the student's hat and throws it on the ground. The student responds by throwing his food at Mahoney, and they begin to fight. Now, Mahoney leaves the area after giving a final blow to the student, who's left lying on the ground. Now, as we reported yesterday, Mahoney is charged with 4th-degree assault. Sani told me he is somewhat familiar with Mahoney from previous political conversations on campus, but he says this encounter was unprovoked and it caught him by surprise.
I just wish like we were all like nicer to each other, and I wish that, hey, we should like respectfully disagree with people. I would never attack someone, if they were to wear like, a Joe Biden hat, or even a Kamala Harris hat. I would not do that. And I hope that the other side wouldn't do it either.
Now, Sani says he plans to continue wearing his Trump hat. He recognizes it may provoke future political conversations, but they are discussions he says he's willing to have to find common ground. Amanda Rowley, KREM 2 News.
New tonight, we are learning that Washington State University police made 2 arrests related to vandalism on campus. Police say they found a couple dozen anti-Charlie Kirk flyers glued to the university buildings last weekend. Then early Thursday morning, the day of Kirk's American Comeback Tour event on campus, police say they spotted 3 people gluing signs on campus buildings. Kirk is a conservative activist who often goes to college campuses to debate and discuss politics. Police arrested 2 of the 3 suspects, a 21-year-old University of Idaho student and a 26-year-old from Moscow, Idaho. They were cited with malicious mischief and obstruction. Police say removing the posters has caused damage. While the suspects currently face misdemeanor charges, if the estimated total for the damage from the glued posters reaches $750, police say they'll be charged with a felony. Police are still looking for a 3rd suspect. We have much more news coming up on KREM 2 News at 5 tonight, including KREM 2 Shannon Mowdy with the latest on charges filed against security guards who dragged a woman out of a Coeur d'Alene town hall event earlier this year.
The Trump administration says it will abandon peace talks to end Russia's war with Ukraine if more progress isn't made. I'm Erica Brown at the White House with more on those negotiations and the administration's aggressive deportation push.